Another foodie show where the fun begins. Cooking up a storm with all our chef friends. Reviews and recipes that will blow your mind. Live shows and laughter, a good time you'll find. Join us for the ride on this culinary quest. Chauncey and Damon will never settle for less. Laughs and interviews that will educate. Another foodie show, don't wanna be late. Another foodie show where the fun begins. Cooking up a storm with all our chef friends. Reviews and recipes that will blow your mind. Live shows and laughter, a good time you'll find. Join us for the ride on this culinary quest. Chauncey and Damon will never settle for less. Laughs and interviews that will educate. Another foodie show, don't wanna be late. Another foodie show.
Let's go.
Don't want to be late.
You ain't never late, sir.
Welcome everybody to another foodie show.
Alyssa was late twice before.
I don't know if you caught what I said, but Jake Paul gave her a spot on his podcast network, by the way.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Breaking news, unfortunate news, but it's still news.
Oh, here we go, folks. It's only going to get worse from here.
Damon's like,
Welcome
man,
to
Tony,
another foodie
Johnsy.
show. We're going to turn that around real quick. It is the second Sunday of the month, folks. Chef Ben will be here. And an episode happened at the Tapas de Lago. He had to go handle, so he will be here.
That's what happens when you're an executive chef.
Founder,
Yeah, all the owner, founder, executive chef, the man in charge.
That's a fact.
Let's
Never
see,
know. You know what? In the restaurant world, it could be anything.
Bro, it could be as simple as something like, we didn't have ice. Like, you called me down here for this.
I figured they ran out of
there's like
tomatoes.
a legit fire in the kitchen, like everything in between.
Yeah, they ran out of tomatoes. I will
forever go for the gusto after we accidentally nailed the Pat Schneeman's actual infidelity case when it actually was an infidelity case.
Oh, that was so great.
Yeah.
That was so great. Why vegans? Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Fun fact is, this is actually the show I started with. There we go. This guy, Damon.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years ago.
Damn, they're close. He's getting there.
And now,
so
I just like to hang out. It's nice not being in charge. It's nice just to be present.
Wait, who invited you? No, I'm just kidding.
You did.
I did. I was like, "Are you coming?"
He was even a reminder, like, "Hey, you are coming, correct?"
Yes. Well, because I knew where you were up at. Well, let's talk about it. You made a cool. You did a cool foodie thing up at Burke.
Yeah, it actually was. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll put a pause on that. Actually,
all right, 10-4.
Yeah, let's talk about it as a whole group. Yeah.
Hey, the man of the hour. We're gonna get into it.
It is Johnson's show, though.
Just remember that next time you say I speak for everybody there, sir.
I know.
That's a receipt.
It's more about your extreme reactions to certain things. That's all.
10-4.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
not when it happens. Don't worry.
No, I know. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, we're
Ladies,
all good.
We're gonna pull the most important man of the hour in with us for all of this conversation because, as advertised, we are doing a Q&A with the pro. Speaking of pro, had to deal with pro problems. The man, the myth, the legend, Chef Ben Britson.
Hi guys.
What's up, dude?
Hey,
how are you?
Good, man.
How are you?
Sorry for being late.
No worries.
So
my brain was curious as to
they ran out of tomatoes.
It was more of a closing thing. People didn't show up. We're training a few new folks, so
we all.
I was really hoping. was really hoping the chefs were playing like inappropriate games with the wait staff or something. You had to get involved. Like, hey guys, like, hey, come on, let's dial back.
Easy. What kind of ship you think this guy's running, Tony?
I don't know. I know what I used to be in. It's nothing like Tapas Del Lago.
Well, I think we discussed topless Delago. That was the Vegas concept, you know.
Right,
but
right. I think it would.
Hey,
I think it would be great in Vegas.
Topless.
Tapas. Oh, there it is.
That's it.
You're welcome. In Chicago, that would crush.
Here's the question.
I don't know about that.
Here's the question: Is that the one you chase the Michelin star in?
Yeah. You know what? You will just suck them in with that.
Right.
Yeah. That's how we'll get you. You know,
Yeah,
never
you get
leave.
one like looking at it inappropriately, and you film it. You're like, you will give me that star, or everybody knows what your eyes.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Senator. Welcome.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Mayor.
Service 3 stars every year.
Right.
You don't have to worry about me coming back for 5 years.
That's
Man,
awesome.
I
hope you guys are great. I hope your month and your weeks have been awesome. I'm excited to be back. So thank you for having me back.
No, man. Glad you come back.
Pleasure, always. Thank you. No, it's been a busy week, but got to do right before you came on. I was up at the Cleveland Browns season opener today down the road. That was brutal, but the food was killer. Did a big old spread for everybody. Did some table nachos and did a big stack of slider Sunday. So we had a big old stack of some pork sliders with some scratch apple slaw, which was really good. And then it was my heater pork. It was like last week's offset smoke, so it was just unreal good. I mean, even I thought it was really good. And everybody just loved it, man. It was just a way to kick off football season. Shared with everybody. Got to see a bunch of old friends and made some new ones. And everyone told me how good my food is. So probably best day I've had in a long time. I was sitting there, guys, I am a connoisseur of coleslaw, and that is the best coleslaw I have ever had. That's coming from 60 years of experience of eating coleslaw. I was like, oh, like John said, he said, took the order, and I was like, oh, please, Alyssa just comes in. She was like, oh, please stop telling him. Like, don't tell him anything else. His heart can't take it. So, yeah, it was a good time, man. It's nice to watch Alyssa got to see the Muni lot, Johnsy. So she gets it now.
So did Garrett Miles.
Yeah, before the game, then go out
before the game.
Egg, dude. Jesus. Anyway, Foodie show.
Yeah, we don't want to go there. That was rough.
But no, man. How else was weekend? I mean, how about you, Chef?
It was a busy weekend. I mean, coming back from Labor Day, it was a pretty easy week, but Labor Day weekend was intense. We have something in Highwood called Nashwood, where they combine Nashwood and Highwood, or Nashville and Nashville and Highwood together, and they call it Nashwood, and they bring all the local bands that are more country, and and bring some Nashville bands to Highwood, and we rocked that. I mean, every restaurant in the town is busy, but we got
awesome. Well, that's good, and that's a fun crowd too. Yeah, they like to eat a lot of meat. That kind of music crowd, they like to eat a lot of red meat, a lot of beers, a lot of cold beers.
Yeah, it was a ton in the bar. Yeah, the bar next door to us, I think, ran out. I mean, it's the time of the year where it's like they make their annual revenue in 3 days.
That math checks out. Yeah, I was at a conference where there was a bunch of coal miners, and I was like, I already know this is gonna be the best party ever tonight. I was like, this place is gonna rock, and I was right. It was karaoke night.
Oh,
I was not.
What?
I did.
You didn't do it?
Stage. I did do a little dancing with the crowd on Shout It Out, like Animal House style. I tried to get the left side of the room to go with the right side of the room. I was that guy.
It didn't work out?
No, I was successful. No,
there you go.
Come on, man. Think I didn't succeed at that? I'm like the loudest guy in the room everywhere I go. I don't need a microphone.
10-4.
Yeah.
Noted.
We need Chef Ben out at Seven Springs Resorts, PA, because I was not. The bar food, the expo food was delicious, but the bar food, I was not over. It was okay, but I was just like, this is supposed to be like a really nice lodge / resort that's all inclusive. It just makes me want to go find a restaurant a half hour away.
Oh man, I hate it when that happens. The food is lacking, everything else is good.
It was just the most exciting part was they had 16-ounce PBRs. I mean, cans. That was the best part of it.
Is that the best part?
Well, they didn't have garage beer.
It can't be the best part.
They didn't have garage beer either, so they failed there.
Did they have indoor bathrooms?
If you went to the one on the 4th floor.
Well, then, I mean, that's better than PBR, so that's a win right there. Sorry, all the hipsters out there.
As an ex-punker, man, I can't believe you take a poo-poo on that, but all right.
Well, I mean, I drank it back in the day, but to be honest, what did we not drink back in the day?
I don't know. I didn't have money for PBR.
Boone's Farm Strawberry Daiquiri Mix.
Oh, Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog 2020 for sure.
Just thinking about that stuff makes me sick.
By the way, did you guys know it's now no longer called Mad Dog 2020, and that is now like the new Mandela effect? It's now MD 2020. It's not called Mad Dog.
It was never. It never stood for Mad Dog, is what the
I thought it used to say Mad Dog. Yeah. Man, I thought maybe that's just what everybody just called them.
Yeah, that's what we called it.
That's what we called it too. How about Mike's Hard Lemonades? Anybody drink those?
Oh yeah. I had a bout with those one time when I was just a little lad.
Yeah, that was like my
at a hometown
drink.
punk rock show.
Okay, regular beer, Ben. When it's Chef, what's your go-to regular beer?
Like regular beer?
Like an all dayer.
I don't know if it's just just being in the kitchen a long time, but I like Modelo Especial. That I go there.
There you go.
I'm not a big dark beer fan. I will drink it on occasion, but yeah, Modelo's are great. Or just a good Miller Lite, like the Bullets. I like those a lot too.
It is.
That's it.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
A cold Modelo is like really refreshing, though. It really is. I mean,
I love Modelos.
I'm not against a good freezing cold cerveza style beer at all. What you got there?
This is a little Howell Mountain Merlot from the Pistoni family. So we're doing a Q&A about food, so I figured why not drink a really good red while we do it.
Okay,
so,
man.
I told you every time I'm on the show, I'm going to drink a bottle of red. So
right, and we're going to get into it. What would you pair with that? What would be a good dish to serve?
I kind of just opened it when I got back, and it's a 2012, so I should have decanted it. But this something big and juicy, something smoky too. So I mean, like a smoked brisket would go really, really well with this. Maybe some sort of it's getting a little colder out, at least by me. It's dropping down, I think, to 55 tonight. So I do just a good sticky short rib, maybe some taleggio, potatoes, something. Just stick to I love, like we discussed before, I love fall cooking. So just a big red wine. You got to be meat, big juicy braised piece of meat for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking that strip steak.
Okay, here we go. Here's a good foodie question for a pro. Is it true that you don't want to use cheaper wines to cook with? You want to use something you would drink?
It's a very,
how much truth is there to that? We'll put it that way.
There is some truth. I mean, it's false that the more expensive a wine is, the better it is.
That is an absolute falsity, right?
Right. That's a falsity. That's not true at all. However, if you decide to go to Trader Joe's and get their, $2 chuck wine, you pay for what you get. It's all residual sugar and it's very sweet. So usually the cheaper you go with wine, especially reds, the sweeter it's going to be. So if you hit like the $15 point with wine, or even $10 to $15 point with wine, you're probably safe, because there's a little bit of something going on where it's just not, just completely saturated with sugar, where it's going to screw up the flavor of the meal eventually.
Sure, exactly.
Once it reduces. So, I mean, you don't need to spend a ton of money, but yeah, if you're drinking a great bottle of wine, drink half of it. The rest goes in the braise or whatever you're cooking with. I mean, same with white wine too, especially because white wines can be definitely super sweet. So, go with. I wouldn't go with anything that's under under $10 probably to cook with, just because you want something that's quality, especially if you care about what you're eating, you're spending all the time to do something. If you're spending a good amount of money on ingredients, wine should be part of it. If you need it, if you're going to be cooking with it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm down with that. No,
Whether that makes sense or not, or if I answered the question, I don't know.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not. I tried to get into the wine game. My first restaurant was at
some are so good.
We had wine training classes where they came in and and gave us tastings and lessons and everything like that. I guess I just never really got into to the dries and stuff like that very much. I always wanted to, but I got into the bourbon palates more than in the wine palates.
That's okay.
Yeah, and I didn't realize the science until recently that you're supposed to when you're chewing that bite of steak, especially if it's like a strip steak or a top sirloin, that red wine and the acid in it will actually help break it down. Is that correct?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, a lot of, at least from a chef's point of view, whenever we pair, I know I talked about Charlie Trotter before and how we kind of did the whole wine thing, and how we could do it backwards instead of, pairing, food to wine. If a customer brought in, a bottle of wine, we'd actually pair the whole meal around that bottle of wine that specific customer would bring in. No matter how many times somebody bring in a bottle, just like you said, the acid profiles would change, the fat would change, maybe the proteins would change, the whole component would change. So we do that multiple times a night, and that's what we do, in our, for our private dinners that we do too. I just implemented exactly what he did. So we consider wine a sauce, essentially. I mean, it's a component in the dish because that flavor resonates on the palate. It's lingering there. So what you're eating, that wine is gonna, no matter what you're drinking, it's gonna affect the palate. So
Right.
Might as well drink something that's gonna pair properly.
I need to do better at that. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, what's great about wine is you can kind of taste your way through it, and find out what you like. I mean, but wine's not for everybody. It really, some people, want to do beer. We have a phenomenal restaurant in the city called Moody Tongue, and I think they're 2 Michelin stars now, and all they do is beer pairings. I mean, they do all their beers in house. Excuse me. And but it's beer to food pairings rather than. I mean, I think they have
Yes.
but their speciality is 2 Michelin
I
stars.
love gastropubs. Oh
Totally,
my God.
but it is super cool food, and the beers are off the chart.
Yeah, when I travel for work, I always try to find a brew. I don't do it so much anymore, but I used to find a microbrewery that had their own menu because I knew it was going to be a handcrafted menu where every plate was going to be scratch made, and it was the best food. That wasn't corporate, but you probably knew you were going to have a good experience, and it was based off the beer. Yeah, it never let me down. Some of the best food I've had in Michigan are at the microbreweries.
Awesome.
Oh, hands down for sure. My travels do the same always.
Yeah.
Damon, would you prefer? Would you do a beer pairing if you had a choice? Would you do a beer pairing, a bourbon pairing, or a wine pairing with dinner?
Ooh, well,
A beer, actually. We go beer. Because
To
me, yes, each bourbon tastes a little different, but
right.
and maybe I'm wrong. I just can't see, pairing bourbons to different food. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Yeah,
I would want a full-on Saison goes sour experience. Just like the most insane beers, you can't even pronounce the names, the flavors you didn't know beers could taste like, and all these foods that just.
But no, I'll take the bourbon as a dessert for after dinner.
With my tiramisu, let's go.
Oh,
give me a sweet old fashioned.
Ooh, yes, sir.
I don't like an old fashioned.
What?
Oh, you don't?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's
Really?
terrible news. I'm so sad to hear that.
You heard it here first.
I mean, I was just so excited because I'm going down to see Damon in a couple weeks, and I'm just like,
Well, you better make your own.
no old
There goes
fashioned.
that. Bring
Yeah,
your
it looks
own
like
bitters.
the old fashions are on you.
Yeah,
Yeah, the old
BYOB
fashions
in
are
a
on
different
you.
way. The B's bitters. Yeah, bring your own bitters. No, I can
That's
handle. I can herb and bourbon straight. Damon, he's going to have a cast strength heart attack here in a few weeks with some of the
That's
things I'm
right.
bringing.
That's how we're gonna do it.
So we did have one question real quick, not before we get too far away from when you mentioned it, but someone wanted to know what potatoes you mentioned when you were talking about what you'd pair with that wine. It started
Oh,
with a
what
T, I believe. T.
Oh, what potatoes? Yeah, I mean, Taleggio cheese came to mind.
Yeah.
So it's an Italian, really super soft and kind of stinky Italian cheese. And just something
best
that's
kind.
soft and kind of has, yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of, at least back to the wine part, the Merlot it's a little funky. It's kind of woodsy, has kind of like a mushroom funk to it, and Taleggio cheese is kind of funky and smelly and blue cheesy, but not blue cheesy, but has that kind of blue cheese funk, and so does this stuff. So that's kind of how I do my pairings, that way. So take some of the notes from the wine, and if I can bring something in from the food and kind of push them all together. So Taleggio is the name of the cheese, but you could do it with any cheese.
Well, he was
Right,
asking about the potatoes.
Yeah, I think he said Taleggio potatoes, but I think he thought it was a type of potatoes. He was talking about cheesy.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do like a plum puree or a mashed potato, push it through a sieve, get it all nice and smooth. And then while it's hot, add your butter, your cream, and a little Taleggio cheese or mascarpone just to kind of whip it through with the Taleggio. Put that down, short ribs on top, some braised root vegetables right on top of that. Easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
So
That's
easy,
it.
a 5-star chef
Beautiful.
can do it.
Yeah.
Man, it's just amazing how does Quickie rattle things off. Anyway, go, John.
Right.
It's impressive.
Just so if you don't see the ticker, this is a Q&A. Feel free to ask any questions. That's why we're just picking away questions on just cool stuff, and then we'll digress through those, of course, because we do. But yeah, Q&A tonight, folks. Everybody, comments. We do have the hotline. If you want to text it in, don't want everybody to see you ask the question, whatever. We got all kinds of options for you. So,
or if you don't know how to use the comment section, text.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That happens. That happens.
Maybe they just want to be anonymous.
And then we did have. I know you answered this online, but we did have a question from my friend Jared from the Don't Cook Bacon Naked podcast.
Oh, yeah.
How to make a really good thin patty for a burger.
I like this.
Yes.
I actually want to get I want to hear your take on this.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own method, but for me, I mean, I'm a smash burger fan for sure. And but to make a really good thin patty, the meat has to be room temperature for sure. Can't start with cold meat at all. It has to be almost slightly rendered. So, I mean, you also need a really good fat percentage in the meat too. Otherwise, it's going to shrink down. Mm-hmm. So if you want to keep that shape, the fat percentage has to be high. So I would do chuck, maybe I would do short rib, probably brisket. And I mean, a short rib brisket blend is phenomenal, at least in my opinion. Other people have other opinions, but I like that blend. And press it. I mean, you can shape it in a disc, and in a, little, just a little mold. Right. Yeah. And just pipe them down and then press them down on your grill. Or for a thin patty, for me, I like doing it in a pan. On the grill, it's a little difficult, but if you're going to do a super thin patty or smash burger, it's got to be on a plancha or in a cast iron pan or, in
a griddle flat top, right?
Yeah, griddle flat top and just light pressure. You don't want to press too much of the juices or the fat out, but I mean, that's the best way. And if you really want to keep a thin patty and be super fine dining about it, keep it in the mold so it doesn't shrink down, and then grab a little wick that fits inside the mold and press it down in the plancha, in the mold. So you're kind of pressing it down. It's not losing its shape, and then flip it over and do the same thing. So you have a perfectly griddled, perfectly round patty, and rest it if you can. But at that point, if it's a smash burger,
always
lost all the shape anyway. But
always rest meat, folks. Everything.
For sure. Even your burgers, for sure.
Right.
Even with a little tidge of like thin butter on top of that, and let that just draw that butter down in there.
Oh yeah, you need butter. You need butter.
And if it's if it's some cowboy butter, then so be it. Things happen.
Hey, look, I'm telling you guys, some of the best burgers I make is I take dry ranch mix it in the burger. And now I'm going to start melting a little bit of ranch compound butter on them. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But then I put Swiss and bacon, dude. I'm telling you, that's probably my absolute favorite burger. Swiss bacon ranch burgers. That's what I call them.
Ooh,
Swiss
Yeah.
bacon ranch.
that's yeah.
But not
That
with
sounds-
ranch seasoning. I usually have barbecue sauce in mine. All the ranch is seasoned in the patty.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
a
I'm a
phenomenal.
sucker. Yeah, I'm a sucker
You
for
get all the
Swiss
herbs and all the salt in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I'm stealing that.
All right.
Jeez, wow.
There you go. There you go. Take it. Take it. Take it and run.
That one's for free,
Run.
everybody.
That's it.
Break it up to $20 more and say Johnsy made this. Yeah.
Well, that's a great tip. I mean, like, and I mean, do you what kind of ranch pack? I mean, is it a blend that you blend yourself, or are you just using?
No,
Just a
usually
classic?
yeah, or if I can find a nicer one or whatever, but usually it's
Yes.
just Hidden Valley or whatever.
Hidden Valley Ranch, which is
Right.
phenomenal by itself. I mean, who doesn't love that? And that and beef blend, delicious.
Right.
It's
Why
funny.
not?
I was talking about the bad food, and the dry rub ranch wings were by far the worst I had out there.
Damn.
They were on. I mean, I hate to say that, but man, but yeah, they were. I ate 2 of them, and I was hungry. And I was like, yeah, I'm good.
No, I haven't done that on wings, but you just
Well,
You gotta-
they're
you
it's
gotta know how to-
appropriately seasoning and cooking.
Ben's
it.
Ranch is really good. I love their
Yeah.
bacon buttermilk or bacon ranch, whatever.
You know when you pick up a wing and it's really light, and you know every single ounce of juice got cooked out of it before you bite into it. It was that
For sure. Yeah, they were probably cooked, a half
Yeah.
a day before, and then they
they were quadruple
back in the
seasoned
fryer
dry
or the
rub
oven.
ranch.
yeah.
Eesh.
That's horrible.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was not. It was not. I was like, "Oosh, it's rough. It's rough. You're gonna
I'm
get a
gonna
Yelp.
I'm going to take one
JK.
more question from the internet. This one comes from Tony of the Dude Network. Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
Yes.
Serious question.
Yes.
We're
I mean,
gonna-
I think that's a big yes to whatever you apply it to, for sure. Like, yes.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
This one comes from my wife. Most common mistakes people make in kitchens.
Mistakes. Wow. That's a tough one. I think the biggest one is probably seasoning, and I think we covered that before. I think seasoning is huge. And seasoning all the way through, because a lot of people will season at the end. But if you don't season all the way through and every step and every component that you're doing, regardless if it's fine dining, if it's barbecue, if it's a burger, if it's bar food, if it's whatever, if you're not seasoning all the way through, including salads, when you're dressing salads and the lettuce, season everything. Marco Pure White said, season to the max, always, and that's it. I mean, be conscious if, you can't have too much salt. I get it. But season your food all the way through and taste all the way around.
Mhm.
And that's the biggest thing too. I think a lot of people forget to taste their food. If you don't taste it from the beginning all the way through, you're not going to notice like at the end.
Right.
So I think seasoning and tasting, is not a mistake, but things that people don't do correctly or all the way through as they should follow through with it.
So I was going to ask, what do you think it would be versus pro or home cook? But I think that covers everybody. I think that's probably the biggest issue with people cooking is seasoning properly. And
For sure.
seasoning, we've covered this over and over again. Seasoning is salt. Everything else is for flavor.
Yes.
So season with your salt.
I
Yeah,
over
salt
season.
for sure.
I have learned I am a sweet, like a brown sugar rub based guy, way over salt, because I over season with the salt based rubs every time. I feel like it's just the same mistake.
Do you ever salt before? Just salt? Or
Well, normally what I
just
do
from
is
the
like,
rubs?
so what I normally do is like I like to do like a base of SPG first, and I like to get like the stuff with like the thicker peppercorns so it soaks up
Right.
better and disperses better and holds its texture longer. And then I'll do like a nice thick coat of like that brown sugar base sweet heat rub on top
Got
of
it.
it after that. So I do like the base of SPG light for my salt, but I like to go really light on that. But then I like to do a lot of seasoning for the flavor. So I like
Absolutely.
to go with the sweeter seasoning.
Right.
Yeah.
So that you do have to be very careful. Like I like to dry brine all my beef as absolutely much as possible. Salt brine it, dry brine, whatever you call it. at least like 4 hours before I'm going to cook it.
Damon's
So
got
that
a
I
little
know,
different theory on seasoning his pork.
so that I know it's seasoned through the bite, right? Because it draws out
Right.
moisture, pulls the salt back in. But then
Right.
again, you have to be very careful what you top that with, because you will over season it in a second. Which is like good. Big shout out to a friend of the show, Uncle Steve Shake. That smoke bomb that he has like no. You can use as much of it as you want.
Yep.
There's like no salt in it. So
Right.
I loaded it on a tri-tip,
And that's why, like,
but-
Tina Cannon's like European blend. She puts hardly any salt in her stuff.
Right,
She'll tell you,
that's
like, you
the
need
one.
to use salt with my seasoning, but you get all them herbal profiles like heavy, and it's
Right.
not super salty. So I like it when you can use a lot of seasoning. Damon, we got some questions from the crowd. I see we got highlighted.
Mhm. First off, Chef, what is your favorite pan sauce?
Oh, pan sauce. That's a great one. Just because it's pretty simple, probably like a Bordelaise. You know, if you have veal stock laying around. So I mean, it's probably not the easiest one to do. But yeah, Bordelaise, vinegar, reduce it down, a little red wine, some shallots. You can really throw it on anything, or just a nice mushroom sauce. Deglaze, the meat pan. Deglaze it with a little bit of white wine, little morels, mushrooms, kind of with that,
Ooh.
break it down with some mascarpone, heavy cream, maybe some rosemary, maybe some thyme, whatever you got, laying around, whatever you like to put in there. Finish off some really fresh parsley, easy stuff. But yeah, I mean, pan sauces are meant to be.
Cayenne just for the.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, pan sauce. I mean, exactly what they are. Yeah.
I need to be better at pan sauces.
Dude, and here's the thing, like what
These need to diversify.
They might be really intimidating at first, maybe for people, but once you do it a couple times and you learn the little tricks of like how to do it, how to deglaze and get everything off, or like throw butter in sauce to make it finish out creamy, like all these little tricks and tips. It's like you can literally have never made one of them and pretty much figure it out the first time because you have the tips and tricks down for making sauce.
That's it.
It's the same way when I do my sauces for pastas.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. That's exactly. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just tired of doing like the same 3 or 4. They're really good, but I just want to have more options. I get bored. I'm always playing around with stuff.
Right. Let's hit one more from the crowd, then we're gonna do a lap around the fellas. Daddy Dutch says, Chef Ben's side recommendations for a pork rib dinner other than beans and mac and cheese.
Pork rib dinner.
Pork rib dinner other than beans and mac and cheese. That's a good one. Man, do I love ribs. And I'm assuming pork rib dinner being barbecue smoked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially from Dutch.
Yeah.
I love a good potato salad. I mean, this whether it's sort of like a Tex-Mex style thing. I mean, nothing crazy. Maybe some chipotle in there. I love potatoes. I love potato salad. And if there's something smoky, I feel like I need something kind of cold to go with it. I know you said mac and cheese, so I can't double down on that. But let me think here. That's a really good one. Barbecue ribs. Yeah, I would say like a slaw and some potato salad. That's what I want. Yeah, nothing crazy. I want something fresh because the pork is the star. You got the barbecue, and that's kind of right there. I want something that's going to kind of cleanse the palate a little bit. So some slaw, some potato salad, and get right back into the ribs. That's me.
Yeah,
at least right now. It'll probably change tomorrow, but right now that's what I could eat a shitload of that right now.
Yeah. You know what I like to throw in like a
Yep, exactly.
Yep. Damon, what do you got for Chef?
So here's something I wrote down, and now I got to find it again. Oh, what do you consider when designing a new menu or creating a signature dish?
What do I consider?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is probably seasonality, availability of ingredients, freshness.
Right.
I mean, I think we talked about that
Yes.
before, but seasonality, and depending whether it's for the restaurant or whether it's for a client, that's first and foremost is freshness and seasonality for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, without a doubt. Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong
Um,
answer.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, seasonality
Tony,
is.
go ahead and wave at us when you come back, buddy.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Over.
There
I
he
gotta
goes.
switch.
Oh, there he is.
I got to
Yeah,
switch.
you were
My
frozen.
internet got switched up. Yeah, my
Do you
internet
need a
got
minute?
switched
Or
over.
are you back?
Yeah, I got to switch internet back, so I'll skip my turn here.
Okay, we'll see you in a few. What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, we'll take another one from the
Okay.
crowd. Eduardo,
What we
Chef,
got?
what is your unexpected high end? What?
Oh, like what if?
Oh,
you're
yeah. What if?
unexpected
Yeah.
high-end
Sorry,
guest? Okay.
I was.
Yes.
No, yeah. What if your unexpected high end guest shows up? What plate would you make within an hour?
Within an hour. Ooh. I'm assuming that I have an open-ended refrigerator with any ingredients I want.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's just say you're at your restaurant, like, and you got everything you would need, your seasonal stuff.
High-end guest.
One of us or something from the Dude Network.
Yeah, why
something
not? Yeah,
crazy
let's do
like
that. No, let's do
Something
that.
Crazy like that.
No, let's do that.
Fair.
No, that's. Oh, he's back. You're back.
Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
internet
I'll
got
get-
switched over.
Let's see. What would I do? Damn. Well, actually, I do two things. For an appetizer, if we had some really good A5 Mishima Wagyu in, which sometimes we do, I would do not necessarily Spanish style, but a dish that I'm really, really happy with right now, and it's more British based, or in the UK, is celeriac remoulade. So it's celery root, julienne, salted, and then we put a remoulade, which is just a mayonnaise, mustard, maybe a little bit of honey and some lemon, some fresh herbs in there. That's the base. So it's super fresh, really, really nice. And then just a very, very, take a tenderloin of A5, Mishima, lightly sear it, but keep it raw. So it's like almost a seared carpaccio style. And then just thin slices of that and just kind of put that around. Freshly grated truffle and just a dollop of caviar. There's that. So, I mean, it's super quick. You could probably put that together in maybe 15 minutes. And then for a main course, just a nice Spanish style chuletón, just a really nice either bone and ribeye, just a nice rib cap, nicely grilled, fanned out. Again, maybe just a little bit of a truffle sauce. What else?
Sweet. We'll be there next week.
Yeah, come on in. Please come on in. No, we'll do it up. We'll do it up for you. Yeah. All the high-end stuff.
Sorry,
But
it's
I
in the
think
works,
It's
in the works.
Yeah. Sense of occasion stuff. So, big meats, caviar, maybe some, like the Mishima Wagyu, some tuna belly, something that's really,
Good grief.
Tuna belly.
I'm in heaven already.
I already know. Yeah, with Reed the fishmonger, I've seen about every cut of tuna there is. Like he does that collar cuts all the time, and he'll even fish. He's like a fishmonger at his family's place, and he'll swordfish. He'll snap the spine and fish out the collagen and eat it and stuff like a little shooter.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
delicious.
crazy. So I did come to a realization today. I did come to a realization.
Oh boy, here we go.
I know this could be bad.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's not. I think everybody's going to agree with this one. We say we want more tapas here in the United States, correct? We want to see more tapas. We love the tapas. We've talked about it on the show. Yeah, we already have it. It's here. I've discovered tailgates is tapas food.
It's
Everybody's
American.
selling, and
It's
every
American,
region
right.
has different recipes. Everything is finger food. Everything is small bite sizes. In the South, it's going to be different. In Ohio, it's going to be different. Out west, it's going to be different. Up in like North Dakotas and the Montanas and the Washington, Oregons, it's all different. It's all a representation of your region, and it's all shareable small food because it's designed to go from tailgate to tailgate and share with your people. That's my realization I came today. We have tapas already. We just need to embrace it.
But do we? Because
Oh,
the pictures I see when I look up tapas is not what I'm.
But it's
eating at
American
tailgates.
tapas.
That's what I said, and I don't disagree. I
Yeah,
think you're
it's
onto
a
something.
but okay. So it's tapas. Okay, so let's simple it down to like what my theory of barbecue is.
Oh,
It's sharing that experience of like fire cooking of some kind with your family and friends, whether it be grilling a hot dog, a brisket on a gas grill, a charcoal grill. So why can't tapas be the same thing as sharing beers and small finger food with a community of close friends of like-minded interest?
that's like literally exactly what it is.
So where am I wrong then?
Because the food, I want the tapas that I discovered that food more than I can have tailgate food any day. I want the other stuff
Because you're
now.
spoiled. They can have tapas food any day in Spain. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
But yet they still go do it every night. Why?
people tailgate every night.
Do they?
You can.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
what
die
say
already.
you, Chef?
that's true.
John's
I mean-
the poo-poo. He likes the poo-poo on a lot of platters over here. That's what he's like. Yeah. He likes to get that poo-poo platter when he goes to Chinese food.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
What do you think about that hot take?
The hot take of the poo-poo platter.
No, buying tapas, American tapas, tailgate food. But yeah, you can agree with me that he likes the poo-poo all over platters. Yeah.
Oh man. You know, it's hard. I will agree to disagree with that comment. So yes, I believe tailgating could be a form of tapas. I mean, is it tapayar, going to place and having small plates in that same? But I get it's the occasion. It's the sense of occasion, going out and sharing bites of food with people that you want to hang out with and that you love. So I mean, yeah, it's a food of love kind of thing, as Emma would say. Is it tapas? No. Is it tailgating? Yes. But yeah, I mean, I guess it could be all the same. I guess tapas, you could consider that Spanish tailgating.
It's
right?
okay, Chef.
So-
You can be wrong every once in a while. It's fine. I know. You're in that top level. Not many people are like, you're wrong, Chef. They're like, yes, Chef. No, that's all right. That's all right. We're here to just bring you down a little bit every once in a while.
I'm not like that at all.
Okay. I would hope. I don't get that vibe. That's why we probably have you back on all the time, because it's good soul over there. Good soul, man. They're lucky. They're lucky to work out there for sure. Because I have worked in some places that I was not so lucky.
Well, we have a 3-strike rule. I mean, we got to run a business too. So, I mean, you F up 3 times, you take a hike, it is what it is, but we're nice. We do what we can. I like, we like to mentor people and make sure that they're doing the right thing. But yeah, we can throw down and kick people out when we need to. We don't call them donkeys and stuff, but that's Gordon's job.
So we'll take this one more from the crowd, and then we'll hit a commercial break. Probably lead us right up to that. Chef Ben's advice on cooking a whole pork loin, internal temp, seasoning, sauce if needed. How you would run that?
Well, I mean, so if we're doing like a Heritage Berkshire pork loin, right? I'm not really concerned with temperature. I'll eat my pork pink.
My freaking man, dude.
Yeah, under medium pork should not be well done, and I mean, unless it's smoked and juicy and like all that stuff, and you're
right.
Eating a cut that needs to be smoked and cooked a long time. But a pork loin needs to be pink and rested pink. So whatever temperature you want to carry it to, as long as it's pink. Anything over pink, it's well done. But I like, whenever I do a whole pork loin, again, it's like cooking a whole joint of anything that you're doing. It's kind of like a blank canvas. It's whatever you kind of feel like doing. But for me, for pork, now, again, getting colder, I'm more like porchetta spices. So I'm thinking, although not authentic with porchetta in Italy, but like Porchetta would be rosemary. It's very simple: rosemary, lemon, black pepper. That's it. That's it. Salt, rosemary, black pepper, maybe some fennel pollen or crushed fennel seed. Almost sausage spice, if you will. But for me, it's sage, parsley, fennel pollen, lemon, maybe a little bit of blood orange juice or orange juice, olive oil, granulated garlic, not fresh, it'll burn. But those kinds of things. And that's it. Slowly roasted. That's it. Fat cap on if you want it, or if it doesn't come with a fat cap, you don't have the chicharron, you don't have the skin on it, that's fine. If you have the skin on it, a little bit longer. I like skin. Some people don't. That's okay. I do.
I have not done it myself yet. I've had a couple that my son-in-law cooked that I liked, but like as far as the bag chicharrones, air fart chips, negative.
Not a big fan. Well, right off the hog is nice. If you're doing like a whole pig or half a pig,
Right.
Give me a bag right off the gas station with the expired date on them. I'm eating the whole damn bag. Just make sure they're barbecue.
that
You give me some communist plain. Them are the ones that need help mentally. If you eat plain pork rinds, then you got issues.
Yeah, those are kind of nasty.
Yeah, get something with some heat or some barbecue or some kind of seasoning of some sort. Damon, you eat pork rinds?
Yeah, the salt and vinegar is good.
No, I'm talking about that. Now we're talking.
At the Matanza, they make real chicharrones.
Sorry.
With like, there's still like a little bit of
Chef, you got to drink when he says Matanza. You're part of the show. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Yep, I got enough.
All right, there we go.
Salud.
Salud. Matanza.
They make them, and there'll still be like little chunks of meat, and then fat, and then skin, and those are pretty tasty like that.
Yeah, those are the best. You can make it just a taco out of that.
Yes.
Your happy days.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Actually, someone asked in the comments, pizza or tacos? That was a question from somebody.
It is right here.
I think that was right there it is.
Our boy Owen.
Our boy Owen.
Well, considering there's more, I eat 2 meals a day, so both. I can't choose. But I could eat tacos every day. I could have pizza every day. I don't think I could choose either one. Those things on Facebook where it's like, choose donuts, tacos, whatever, and get rid of one. Pizza and tacos will always be on my top 4. I mean, I'd get rid of donuts before I get rid of tacos or pizza.
I can't.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah.
If you put a gun to my head, I really don't know if I would pass the lie detector test if I said one or the other.
No, I would pass smoothly because I would just tell you one. It wouldn't be a lie. I want tacos 100%.
No, but if you had to pick one, like what's your favorite?
I would just say one. Detector. Whatever it was at that time, I would say it, and it wouldn't be a lie, so I'd be okay.
I'd just be afraid I'd be.
Because if anybody says pizza, after the 20th day, they're going to be like, I want tacos.
Right.
And then 2 months later of having tacos, I'm like, I wish I would have said pizza.
Yeah.
I will say you got a good option. If you had to pick one forever, I'm probably going tacos because you can at least switch it up to like carne asada, carnitas.
Whoever said you can't now make a pizza taco?
Yeah, put all the toppings on a pizza. That's on taco.
Pizza. I know. Man,
so
that's tough. I was not expecting that to be the most difficult question.
And look, this folded.
I mean, that's what a tostada is, right? Like a Mexican pizza.
Right.
Yeah. So I ate it. Rick Bayless's at the airport. Sorry, Jonesy.
It's good stuff.
Isn't a calzone just an Italian burrito? I mean, come on, folks.
Touche.
Yeah, panzerotti-ish.
I mean, so's the gyro. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right, we got a commercial break real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Right now.
Commercial break.
Like, I'm not taking my wife to a game and proposing like that. Yeah, of course she would say yes. Obviously, she did.
Yeah.
But
If I met my wife
like,
in the movie lot and she she took a butt crack shot off me and we end up getting proposed, we're getting proposed in the Muni lot.
A butt crack shot in the. Oh, there it is.
That's love. I mean, you
heard it here first. You heard it here first. Butt crack shots in the Muni lot are real love, folks. So my question to you is, what do you think happened to Tony?
I think the disconnect
happened a long time ago. I think a long time ago the disconnect happened. I gave up on
I'm sorry, boss.
I actually gave up
Don't
on
fire
connecting
me,
a long time
please.
ago. I realized I didn't connect with many, so I was like, connect
Swear
with
to
some.
God. You secretly hate me.
No.
Yeah, dude. I just Damon,
I just
I got
secretly want
receipts.
to get more
Hey,
times so you can come
twice. This is twice today he's done this.
Now, Damon
Well,
has
hopefully that one that I just had was because of that blunder right there. And there's
We'll see.
I mean, look, dude,
We'll
just
see.
zippity doo dah.
The old hey,
well,
what
you
you
know
think
what,
he's gonna look like tonight?
Johnsy, at this point you missed that phone call and you'll call back in a half hour. That's how that'll go.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I understand that, but for what that issue was, it would have been a big
Oh
deal.
Yeah,
man,
John said, "What's wrong with a good old wooden spoon?"
because
It don't do this thing though, John.
No, Johnsy,
Jonesy-
stop it.
Jonesy
It's
tries
not
to
a
be
thing.
Mormon, not on the,
Oh,
not, that's the, with old school with the practices with the wooden spoon, not because of anything involved with real life orientation. Son of a second half coming up next. I'm out. Back.
You guys have a 7-second delay button, right? Just hit the button.
Nope,
and let's
that's
go.
my
Try it
bad,
again.
No
bro. We don't
delays
have
here.
that. Love you, John. Yeah, John, that's my
no
bad.
delays
Yep,
here.
Yep. Next plane tickets.
What's up, dudes, dudettes? Have you heard? MST Sauce Company has the new Dipped in Gold. MST is out of Tiffin, Ohio, home of the Tiffin University Dragons, and this is a collaboration with them. That's why it's the Golden Glaze Sauce. As you can see, I've already dipped into this stuff. Absolutely freaking phenomenal. It's got a little spice. It's a perfect glaze for some wings. Nice little topper for some fried chicken, some fried pork, or just really good on a salad. Look at the consistency in that there. Definitely dude approved. Go check them out at mstsaucecompany.com. Thanks for them for being a part of the Dude Network family. Back to the show.
I just like how the pizza.
Welcome to the Dude Network, Sherry's Corner.
I just like how the commercial segments have just been. Let's just bury Tony for 3 straight minutes.
Hey, when you give us the fuel, we're gonna set that fire.
Gonza gives you no fuel, Damon. Not a single thing. This is the collusion I put up with, Chef. These two over here in cahoots. You know, they don't do nothing bad. Just
Welcome
Tony.
to another
What
foodie show.
Yeah, well, bunch of bullshit.
So, rolling on with another question from the crowd.
Let's
Chef,
go.
and what's your favorite way to cook?
I love grilling. I like this stuff over fire. I really do. Grilling and braising. I think just a low and slow cook, or something grilled. So, yeah, those are my two favorites. I like smoking too. I like everything, but yeah, it's a tough one. It's like, again, a seasonal thing.
Right.
You know, like in the wintertime, I probably don't like to grill as much because I don't want to be cold standing outside. I'd rather braise, but you know, I braise in the summer too. So I don't know. I like. Here's a tip on braising. A lot of people think, like, you're going to go to the supermarket. I'm sure all of you guys know this, but nobody should be buying the stew meat that's at the supermarket. All that lean meat should never be braised. You always braise with beef that has a high fat content. Always.
Like chuck roast.
Chuck roast.
Yeah.
I mean, brisket with a ton of fat on it. All of that stuff. But all that lean stuff, you can braise it, but it's still tough as nails by the time you're done. So, yeah, exactly. A chuck roast. Exactly that. So you guys already know that, but most people don't. And they'll buy all of those lean cubes that are on sale that say for braising. They're not for braising. You know, it's all that. It just has no fat. There's no flavor, and there's no content to yield it be braised at the end. It's just tough. You might as well, yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, very good. That's it. Braising, grilling, high fat content, all meat.
He shamed people. I love it.
Well, you know, that's what we're here for, though. We're here to
I
break,
love. Yeah, I
we're here
mean,
to break down walls of falsities.
I know I learn a lot
untruths.
every time I'm listening full bore, and I actually, Chef, you're kind of a little bit mean because now I know that you're looking at my stuff and I put it out there and I'm just like, man, I can't just put out some shit. I know there's some eyes gandering over at this stuff now. You know, I'm stepping.
I look at everything. And John J, I like how you're taking the knuckles off the chicken wings. That was nice.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
nice.
That was good.
Huh.
Yeah, Tony has leveled up his cooking game because he now knows that you follow him, and he's like, shit.
I feel like if I use canned vegetables ever again, I'm going to just be shit.
There's nothing wrong with cans.
There's not. Okay, so I'm going to go on this platform right now.
Oh boy.
Like, I grew up where everybody cans everything and puts it in the pantry. And that would
That's
be, if I
very different from commercial canned goods, dude.
I don't know. It's coming. People come in and be like, "Oh, it's texture stuff." It's literally. It's like, "Oh, it's not fresh. It's canned. It's canned. I've never had canned." I mean, everybody grew up on canned food. Grandma literally snapped beans to put them in a jar and can them. Same texture as coming out of can. So what the hell's the problem?
No, whoa, not about texture. It's about what you put into your ingredients when you're canning, and
That's
what
not why
commercialized.
I have read the intelligence and grammar of those people. They are not thinking that far into it. I can assure you.
Well, that's my statement on it.
Well, you
those are.
I will not take
warriors.
your responses on anything as a blanket statement on anything.
No, those are
a little out there.
warriors.
I mean, in a good way.
Just
You're
want
you.
their 15 seconds.
No. Damon, canned vegetables, yes or no?
In a pinch.
There you go. Boom.
Yes. Canned green beans are awesome.
Oh, it makes
I was just about to say, I live on canned green beans, so
I can too.
I'm not above it. I'm not saying anything like that.
Oh, canned.
You know what? Also, I noticed, and sorry to interrupt. I need to grow my beard out when I'm on the show.
Yeah,
all three of you guys are kicking my butts with your beards. So in the week prior, I'm going to grow it out. Actually, probably it'll take me 2 weeks, but I'm going to grow it out next time. I'm going to have one.
Let's do it. Yeah. Hey, the evolution of beards. It's going to continue growing. I love it.
Sorry to interrupt, but this was like 1, 2, 3 phenomenally, wickedly awesome beards, and here I am with just this plethora of white checkeredness.
It works.
I'm getting some good streaks in mine now. Whew.
Yeah, I'm like right here too. I'm starting to get a lot more permanent grays.
Yeah, I don't have no gray in mine.
Nope. Damon's good. Natural.
Oh.
It's a very, very light blonde.
No, that's great.
Chef, do you have a favorite dish to make?
Yes. I know I said it before, and I'm probably just repeating myself over and over. But it's that braise of just give me just a platter of a beautifully braised piece of meat. So just whether probably beef bourguignon, classic style. Ooh. So Julia Child style, just chuck roast, big cubes of beef, not cut small, big chunks of beef or brisket. With the caramelized pearl onions, lardons of bacon, and just some amazingly creamy, voluptuous Joël Robuchon pomme puree mashed potatoes. Ooh. And just some roasted vegetables, maybe a salad afterwards.
Afterwards, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Afterwards,
I love salads after. I always eat my salads after. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact: pomme de terres in French translates to apples of the earth.
Boom.
Boom.
Love that.
Yeah, terre.
Hey, I was a French tutor.
Like Terra.
Don't ask me anything else about it.
Yeah. Apple of the earth. That's cool. Thank you, Tony.
Red enough face with Tony.
When you take 4 years of French in high school and 4 years of it in college, you remember a couple things.
Oh, enchanté.
What dish makes you cringe?
What dish makes you cringe, Chef?
Yeah, what dish are you not eating? What dish makes you cringe?
Oh, makes me cringe. Okay, so I will try anything once food-wise. However, I will I most likely will not be eating tripe anymore. I believe in eating organ meats. I'll
Yes.
eat heart. I will eat sweetbreads. I will have liver, all of that stuff. But stomach and other things partially below,
Yeah, negative.
no,
Yeah.
thank you. There can be some waste to an animal. That's okay. And it can go back into the earth
Yes.
and great.
Don't
But
tell Nombre
tripe
that
for me,
answer.
It's
I'm
very
just-
good for the earth.
That's
It's
it.
very good for the earth. So if you
It's
very
garden,
good for the
it's
earth.
great for
The guy
your
in the
garden.
commercial, he is from down around the Corpus Christi area, and he grew up where they ate a lot of tripe, is how they pronounced it down there on the border.
Yeah, tripe.
Yeah.
But tripe. But
No,
yeah, tripe. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, he goes, yeah, you put it, they cook it in the discos.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
I did it a few times, and I'm just, I like offal. I like organ meats, sweetbreads. I love. I'll even eat heart, brains. Just something about tripe. I just can't get around. And it's huge in Rome. It's huge in Italy. It's huge in Rome.
Right.
I just
yeah.
I does make me cringe. I just don't want it.
Yeah, I have
And bugs. I really don't want to eat bugs either.
no. Yeah,
No,
I'm with you on that.
I'm good on that. Unless it's by accident and you just don't know about it, then that's fine.
Right.
If I don't ever know, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
my
slip a
choice-
few crickets in my burger and I don't know, fine. But it's not on purpose.
let's try not to though, people. Please, thank you.
Apparently, everybody in North Carolina cringes when they see a little bit of mustard on a plate.
Right.
Ooh.
In fact.
Or ketchup on a Chicago hot dog. I don't know about that.
Oh God, I put ketchup on a hillbilly hot dog. Every person from Chicago showed up in the comments on that one. Jesus.
That's
And also, by the way, I offended Wisconsin with my beer brats. Fun fact. You guys know that one?
Cool.
Wisconsin has their own like little perfect way that no one else does, but only they do, but their way is perfect. That they will like, tell you how stupid you are. They sear the brats first, then they give them a beer bath. Then they put them on a bun.
So that leads to one of the questions we have here. Not
But
from
only
the crowd.
Wisconsin does it. It's not authentic German.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Does searing actually really work as far as locking in stuff, or do you just need to know how to cook right?
It's a great question. No, I mean, yes, searing and browning your meat before braise. If you're doing a steak in a pan, all that stuff. I mean, I think searing your meat and caramelizing your meat is cooking properly, because it's the Maillard reaction is what it's called,
Right,
because it's
yeah.
the protein that's reacting to the surface of the pan and creating that. Does it lock in juices? Not really, but what
Right.
it's doing is creating flavor and caramelizing that meat, which if you don't do that, you don't get the desired effect that you want at the end. And if you're braising something, you might as well have a boiled piece of meat rather than braising something beautifully or roasting something beautifully and creating that color and that dark thing. So, I mean, and that crust, I mean, I like crispy bits. I want something on the grill that's, that has a little bit of char to it. So, I mean, on the grill, I guess that's not really caramelizing because you're grilling it, but like in a pan, yeah, you want that color. Before you braise something, before you roast something, get it in the pan, start it off, get it brown. That's where the flavor comes from. You can do it in the oven, but if you're doing something quick and you don't caramelize the meat, it's not gonna taste like much. So yeah,
Sorry,
I mean,
Tony,
there's that. I mean,
Wisconsin's right, I guess.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
This became the
And you're not going to be able to sear properly unless your meat is at room temperature anyway. So definitely make sure the meat's at room temperature and then sear the meat properly, but not before my trick of spreading a little bit of the glaze, a little bit of that demi-glace product on there, a little bit of the better than bouillon, that little stuff on there. You guys need to try that. No.
That
Authentic
is a
German
pro tip.
It's a
authentic
pro
German
tip.
brats are white. Authentic German brats are white, though, correct? They're already pre-boiled.
Right.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. If it's really authentic beer brats, you got to boil them in there and get that white color, then you grill them.
That's fine too.
That's my argument. they're up there like, oh, it's like it's not authentic. They're like, wow, like you're in Bavaria, like you guys are just making your own rules up. You can't do that. You can't just change the laws. I mean, there's Geneva Convention is made for a freaking reason. I mean, come on, get with it. Wisconsin, shout out.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. A. They say some A's up there.
Yeah, well.
Let's see what else we got over here. We got anything else, Damon? I'm sure.
Well, I'm an open book. As much as I can share, or
pretty good. This is pretty good.
Not share.
What, if any, proteins do you salt less because of the possibly cured insult?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, you definitely don't want to oversalt whatever dish you're using cured meats in. That's for sure. I mean, no offense to the person who asked the question, but any meats that are essentially cured in salt, you don't want to salt further because they're already salty. But if you're using like a pancetta or something like that, or a duck, any sort of pastrami's or pancettas or any cured meats in Italy, or any other, if using chorizo or something like that in Spain, you have to taste it first and taste the salt content, and then decide from there. And again, that goes back to tasting as you go. So every step, make sure that you're tasting. If it needs salt, great. If it doesn't, then don't add it. But if you like salt, again, it's kind of for your palate. If you like salt, add it. If it doesn't need it, don't add it.
Oh,
but yeah, cured meats, especially if they're in a stew or they're in a risotto, or if they're in a something where you're going to be adding liquid to it, you're going to be rendering out that fat, and also that salt's going to come out with it. So definitely make sure that you taste, because if you salt along the way and not taste, you definitely will end up with a salty product.
Yeah. So I made guanciale last year, and I make pasta with it. I still salt a little bit, but I'm also adding a whole bunch of acid and other things into the dish that start cutting away at those flavors.
Sure.
So again, like you said, taste.
But you're speaking like that because you know your method and you know what you're doing, but you also taste along the way.
Right.
Some people might just throw it in and be like, okay, salt in the water. If you're doing a pasta, they salt the water, then they salt the dish, and then the guanciale is salty, and then by the end they're like, holy crap.
I may be wrong, but I believe that 90% of people out there at home probably don't salt their pasta water enough. And here's another thing: if you are putting oil in your pasta water, just stop. You're wasting oil.
Yep. I used to boil with some Italian seasoning in them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do that all the time. I'll pull fresh basil off and throw it in there.
No, I don't do. Yeah,
well, sometimes but it does.
I think the oil though, when you strain it and all that though, it helps keep it from like the noodles getting kind of clingy.
Just put a little oil on afterwards.
Yeah, that's the same. I mean, I guess that would work too. Yeah.
But see, also it depends on what kind of thing you're making, because if people underutilize pasta coming straight out of the water into the sauce, because that pasta, all the starch on that pasta water that's still dripping off the noodles is going to help that sauce become more creamy, help it stick to the noodles more. And you want to really, the best way to do it is to finish the noodles for like the last minute or two in the sauce. And then, like I always say, cut the heat, add your cheese after like a minute or two, stir that all in vigorously, add a couple of pads of cold butter, and boom, every time. It's really that simple.
Amen to that. You don't need me on the show at all. That was phenomenal. That's exactly right. No, seriously, I don't think anybody gets that right. I mean, well, I shouldn't say anybody. I don't want to piss anyone off. But you're right. No, I mean, on the box, it should say on the box. Why doesn't it say on the boxes? Like, they're completely screwing people over. They want you to overcook the pasta, so you ruin the dish. They buy more pasta.
Right.
But it should say take it out 2 minutes before, 1 minute before, or to your palate. If it's al dente, great. If you want to leave it in longer, but taste it again and add it to your sauce a minute or two before. Finish it in the sauce so it absorbs into the pasta. And a lot of people will put pasta on a plate or under the thing and then put the sauce on there. Finish your pasta in the sauce and add a little bit of pasta water as you go to thin out that thing and continue the cooking process. and to save the pasta water, don't drain it all off,
Right.
or at least put the pasta in with a little bit of that residual water still in.
Yeah.
And that,
These guys taught me that last year with because my garden sauce sometimes gets a little runny that I make and can every year.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, that little bit of pasta. These guys taught me real quick and easy how to thicken up my sauce. And by the way, Quirky, you leave me alone. I lived in West Virginia for 9 years. You put hot dogs with ketchup. That's just how it works. So get off my lawn. Continue on. I said it.
Great.
Yeah.
Wanted to get it off my chest. I'm very shocked over here. I'm gonna stand my ground. Matanza.
Oh, cheers. Yeah. Salute.
Nostrovia.
Nostrovia.
It goes not just Russian. That's not just Russian. That's all Eastern Europe.
I can't remember the Gaelic Irish one right now.
There's Skol is like Norwegian one.
Sunset, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Nostrovia is actually a guy that taught me that one. His family's from Poland. His name was Kush, so that's a Polish word as well. Nostrovia.
Nostrovia is also Polish.
The guy that taught me was there.
He's probably Russian.
Like in Ukraine, also says Nostrovia. Yeah.
I gotta stop. Never mind.
Algeria. All right, awkward silence because I said Nostrovia. Cool, way to ruin the show.
I was making sure I was catching up on the comments. Sorry,
hey, Chef. I got one for you, man.
Here we
go.
Do
you ever do casseroles? And what is your dream casserole? That's an Appalachian thing. Casseroles, Midwest Well, that's Midwest too. Very Midwest.
I mean, yeah. Shit. Casseroles are awesome. I mean, I think the best casserole would be. I love like a good cheeseburger type of a thing. Like I just like potatoes and this ground beef. I mean, or anything with ground beef and a. Yeah, I don't do casseroles very much.
I knew you didn't. Hey,
no. But I do. But we do. I'm just trying to think of one that I can talk about. But we did a cheeseburger one. We've done like a layered, like sort of like a Tex-Mex thing. But I mean, lasagna is like a casserole in a way.
I was gonna say.
I was just getting ready. Right. I was like, is lasagna a casserole?
Tony, yep, same thing, dude.
That's
I mean, so we make lasagna. I go right for that. I mean, somebody just said, with tater
100%, 100% on this.
That's a banger. Yeah. That is a banger.
Oh, money.
Yeah,
it's really fun. Like, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chef.
No. After you.
I was just going to say, it's really funny. As a kid, everything was kind of, salt, pepper, garlic. But now that we have these like cool, fun blends to play with, and like now we know how to like crank up the ingredients. Casseroles are pretty fun nowadays. Like they are, like put like fresh spinach as a layer in there, and that wasn't ever in no childhood casserole I ever had.
Yeah,
but something with like.
Wouldn't you consider a casserole sort of just like a one pot thing ish?
Yeah,
I would have to say
I know it's baked.
One pot.
I would have to say a cream of something has to be involved in it. Cream of something has to be involved.
Okay, so that's the basis to it. Is there has to be a creamy something
in the Midwest, a traditional Midwestern casserole. And Damon, weigh in on this too. I don't know how you guys do casseroles down in
I'm
South
just saying.
Carolina.
I don't think it has to have it to be a casserole.
It's the most common denominator, though.
I would definitely agree to that.
Yeah,
for sure.
there's. Because if you go to Campbell's, there's cream of mushroom, cream of celery, cream of chicken,
right?
Cream of celery.
At that point, baked ziti is a casserole.
Mm-hmm. It really is. I mean, it's a multiple. You're pre-cooking things to rebake it and like blend it all together. So, I guess there's multiple things you could. We need to invent the rules to casseroles on this show. I think that's been our God-given obligation now after this show. So,
are we gonna,
Chef? Congratulations, you've been bundled into this endeavor.
No, that's okay. I'm just trying to read the comments. Tater tot casserole, green beans or corn? Green beans. Tater tot casserole, delicious.
Trick question: green beans and corn. You're welcome. My
I
mom
would
made
go
it like
green
that.
beans.
My mom did green beans and corn, and so I think she would do like canned veggies, like mixed canned veggies, or like a frozen mixed veggie.
In the tater tot casserole.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, we ate differently growing up.
Well, now green beans were normal, but like yeah, there was sometimes you
we
would
didn't
see corn.
We ate our vegetables on the
We
side.
did dump dinners, man. Like whatever mom had is what was in the casserole. That's the beautiful thing about casseroles too. Is a good way to use up what was laying around. But yeah, actually, I'm telling you, try it with some corn. It gives it that cool color pop, but it also gives that like extra different texture to it and flavor. Well, that's right. I mean,
I
you've
remember
been known
my
to
mom would do like a turkey divan casserole. You like the asparagus and the turkey and the cream. Was it cream mushrooms or something? But we'd eat it like for 3 or 4 days. I was like,
I'm over it.
I'm
Right?
good. I'm good after the first day. You know?
Yeah.
After the second day, I'm okay. And
Yeah, I haven't
turkey
had.
tetrazzini was a banger at the college cafeteria. Actually, when they had turkey tetrazzini, I was like pretty
Okay.
excited about it. Yeah,
I was probably better than turkey divan. Wasn't the
That just sounds like you're a guy named Devin just trying to sound cooler.
Turkey Devin. Yes. Poor guy. Oh,
sorry.
Man, I hate him now. Yeah. I didn't like him then. I definitely don't like him now.
I guess. Hey, okay, let's go. I got one for all of you guys. And what is one thing that you could eat on for like 5 straight days? You know, like Suryat, our buddy Suryat does like the 7 straight days of eating one thing. What could you eat for 7 straight days? Damon, what about you? What could you do for 7 straight
I was
days?
looking at Turkey Devin over here.
I'll send some your way.
7 straight days, every meal. What can you pull off without getting tired of it?
I'll go last.
Is it the exact same dish? Like
That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
For example, if you choose pizza, is it a pepperoni pizza only, or?
For me, it's chili, for sure.
Okay.
Chili with a bunch of toppings every day. I'm good. Love it.
See, mine's pasta. I can eat pasta.
I was leaning towards pasta too, but it's going to be mac and cheese, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can't switch it up, it would probably be like something really simple and delicious, like cacio e pepe or one of like 4 Romans that are really easy.
Matriciana, come on.
Huh?
The Matriciana with the. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, 7 straight. Can I say chicken wings and just be okay with that?
Oh shit! Yeah, probably.
Probably could be fine on chicken wings too.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, done.
Because I mean, if it lets me have, now if you're asking me to make, I could eat a certain. If there was a flavor that I really like, I could do it for 7 straight days. I would get tired of that flavor, but it would be like a sweet Thai chili wing. 7 days, I could probably like an Asian bang, something like that. Yeah, I could do that. That's my favorite flavor chicken wing.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is a good one, Chef.
Oh, do beans belong in chili? I mean, belong in chili? I mean, again, I guess it's. I guess where you're from, right? I mean, I guess
yes or no, you.
For me, I'm a bean guy. I like them. So yeah, beans are mine.
Suck it, Jonesy.
Yeah, and plus they're healthy. So yeah.
Boom. Hear that?
I like beans.
They're healthy.
I never said they were. I just cannot. I eat green beans and lima beans. That's as best I can do for you guys.
You can't do beans, Chef.
No beans?
You can't do beans for Johnsy. He'll die.
Really? So like no cannellini beans?
Can you do chickpeas?
No hummus for you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Damn.
I've eaten at a really, really.
I'll take that as a no.
I've eaten at a really.
It's so extreme.
Really,
that's what I love that guy.
To do a hummus place in Costa Mesa down south, and it's like my friends were jacked to take me. Like, bro, we're taking you to the place to eat hummus, and I'm like, don't spend any money on me unless they got something else to eat. I tried everything, and no.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, we definitely do. Me and Damon, he's won competitions with beans and chili.
Mm-hmm.
He's
what kind of meat do you use in your chili?
Say that one again.
What kind of meat do you use in your chili? Is it like a smoked? Is it like a smoked chili, like a smoked brisket, or?
Can't tell you all the secrets. I'll tell you after show.
That's
Oh,
off
There's
record.
two
He's
meats.
in comps.
There's two
Hey,
meats.
competition's a little different, chef. Yeah, he got you though.
There's two meats. Both of them's ground though.
okay. All right. Well, let me know when you do it. I'm gonna. I want some.
Yeah. People might, the
Hell
eyes
yeah.
might be watching. I got a month.
Yeah,
Then
Eduardo.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's comp season too. Shoot, I forgot about
Is it?
that.
Is it? It's right now.
Well, for
a
him, yeah.
month it will be.
Well, we had
Oh,
one
man.
question.
Where's that going to be, David?
Right here in town.
Oh shit.
Well, speaking of comps, this guy's a comp king too, and if I had to guess, this has something to do with that question.
Dude.
How long does a 1-inch thick ribeye steak take to get to room temp internally?
A 1-inch steak? I mean, room temp, 30, 40 minutes ish. I mean, honestly, crack open some beers, a bottle of wine, make a charcuterie plate, but take the meat out before. By the time you're done with 1 or 2 glasses or a couple beers and go through half the plate, the meat's probably good to go. But I would say 30, 40 minutes. But I mean, even 2 hours before is fine. I mean, I just to slack the meat out for sure before you grill it.
The other day, I took the tri-tip out of the fridge. I trimmed the fat, what I wanted off, because I'll use it and render it for tallow. And I salted it, and I just left it sitting on the counter for probably like 2 hours.
Great.
You're not going to, food safety rules are a little different for reasons, but I promise you, you're not going to develop any terrible things in that amount of time.
Right. They're guidelines. They're not rules.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you get chef out,
it's like stop signs in Italy's. They're suggestions and stoplights.
Hell yeah.
So Eduardo asked how we spell those pasta dishes. So I know that's cacio e pepe. That's spelled. I think that's how you spell matriciana.
Matriciana is with an I, not an A, after the R. So matriciana. So
that's right. You're right. Yep. So
cacio e pepe is right.
Yep. And all it stands for, cacio e pepe, is cheese and pepper, because that's all you use. To crack some black pepper into or toast it before you crack it into a pan, toast it up, put a ladle full of pasta water in there right before the pasta's about done, and then put your pasta in there all soaking wet and start adding Parmesan or Pecorino cheese and or Parmesan if you want. Traditionally with Pecorino Romano, and add pasta water and cheese until you get your desired creaminess. And the pro tip is to serve it on a warm plate, because sauces like that will seize up on cold plates and not look as creamy and palatable.
See, that's number 2. See, now based on one more of those, I'm not coming back.
No, that's not true.
So flex. We're going to call.
It's a phenomenal tip. Yeah, because a lot of people don't get it. Why is my sauce tightening up? Well, you put on an ice cold plate.
Right.
I messed up today.
Okay.
I messed up. I made queso, and I brought a whole pint of cream. Like a little small thing of whipping cream to thin it out and make it nice and creamy and like runny. And I did not bring enough cream, and that stuff was galabi. It was delicious. It was very good. It was just it was not nearly runny or creamy enough to pull off table nachos like I wanted it to. So it was kind of like a ladle, and I was just going like this, and it was just like so yeah, pulled it off, but yeah, it was not my prettiest display. Luckily I did rotel and black beans on top of it to kind of cover that up a little bit. But yeah, still mess up. Yeah, I didn't put enough damn cream in my queso today.
You know, another pro tip for keeping cheese melty?
Here we go. There's 3.
Sodium citrate. Salt from citrus will help keep it. Like, you could literally just melt down the cheese in a pan and it'll help keep it liquidy.
Okay.
It'll
Well, this was like
keep
I did it in a crock pot and I put it on high
Yeah.
and I cooked it up there on site. I just didn't bring
I
enough.
literally just found out about that.
I thought about just adding some water to it just to kind of thin it up. Would that have messed it up?
I
I
have no idea.
In a pinch, chef, would that have add a splash of water to it?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends the fat content of the cheese and the temperature. I mean, if you add too cold of water, it could seize up, and then you're completely screwed. And
I couldn't tell you the fat
maybe.
content.
See, dude, yeah, you can't go anywhere. We need those kind of answers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it was like some Velveeta, then it was some really nice Chipotle and salsa jack cheese, like all blended together. So there was probably some that had high fat content and some not. So I don't know. It was a 3-cheese queso blend.
Hey, I appreciate that, but that's a huge negative, dude.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, come on. No, for sure.
I would learn.
Anytime.
I don't know.
I'll run your bar. Can I be your bartender?
I've learned a few tips
and
tricks. But yeah, I'll serve all day long. I'll serve all day long.
Yeah. I just want to come out and play in the kitchen, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to come out and play in the kitchen. Velveeta is not cheese. I completely agree with that. However, it was today. It's a base for queso. It's a base for queso no matter what the hell it is.
Welcome to the Dude Network.
See now what you guys need to do is do the Dude Network Catering Co. Or do some boxed like Costco barbecue.
I want to do Dude Network private chefing.
Yeah, do it. Do it up.
That's what
I want to come to your house. I want to give you the full Dude Network experience. I come in your house, fuck up your shit, make a mess, leave, eat my food, give me my money.
Okay,
later, bitches.
That's not what I'm advertising.
That's the true Dude Network experience.
That's not what I'm advertising.
And we're going to drink beer, leave garage beer cans all over the place. We're going to have a good time. We're going to throw down, and you're going to have the best night of your life. You're just gonna have
we cook, you clean.
Yeah, we cook, you clean, if you know what I mean.
Hey, look,
there's the t-shirt.
We're running a deal right now. Just to get us there, we'll do it for $5,000.
Done.
And then you gotta, we'll work out the meal prices.
Can we all agree that there are certain houses that have their own cleaning service that come around in the morning? We just need to get those clients.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. You guys should.
And you must provide your own smoking utensils. We ain't flying with all that crap. I'm coming with my knife roll and maybe a few other things.
Why can't? And there's got to be something there. There's something there, guys. Damon.
Oh yeah, somebody that said do the cookbook. That's a good idea too.
We've
start capitalizing on all that.
We have been working on submitting the recipe tab on the dudenetwork.com is being built. We have recipes already in the hopper there, so when that launches, we will have multiple recipes, and that recipes tab will continue to grow. So the cookbook, we could charge you, Race. We could charge you. It's not our style. It's not our style. It's not how we do business here.
Land of the free, home of the poor's, baby.
At least not yet. I got to be somewhat honest on that. Yeah, at least not yet. But right now, there's always going to be free recipes available. Always will be free recipes available. What's your ultimate breakfast? Sorry, Damon. Shit, I'm reading these things for you.
Chauncey does it all the time. It's okay.
I know. So now you got two of you.
Oh, did you pop it up? I popped it up too.
No.
Ultimate breakfast.
Yeah, what's your ultimate breakfast, Chef?
Chunk Spiky. I think that's my son.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure of it.
That's awesome. Welcome to the Dude Network.
I'm pretty sure. Is that you, Jake? If it is, he should know. My ultimate breakfast is we have a place here in Highland Park. It's a little bit of a chain called Walker Brothers, Original Pancake House. And I think it's 4 or 5 basted eggs, medium, with 12 strips of bacon. And they do a habanero hash brown and then an apple pancake to die for. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's insane. It's phenomenal. So all of that together, That's my breakfast, and then I don't move for the whole day.
I was going to
But
say any breakfast that comes with 12 strips of bacon, like I'm in.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
right.
It's 12 strips of bacon, 5 eggs, and then I get the hash brown, which it doesn't come with. It should, but I get the habanero style with a little bit of the queso on there, and then an apple pancake. Sometimes I'll share it, but the best is half of it hot, and then cool it down, and then have it halfway through where the pancake sets, and it almost becomes like a dessert. It's phenomenal. I'm gonna get it tomorrow.
he's had an experience.
Now I'm inspired.
Yeah, you really paint that picture. I want one now.
I feel this
When you guys come to Chicago, I'll take you there. It's so good.
I'm down 12 strips of bacon. Let me sign me up. Damon, you're from the South, man. I feel like you're the king of South is the king of breakfast, man. Like, they got all the cool stuff.
Some of my favorite breakfasts come from the South.
Yeah, what's your go-to breakfast down there, Damon?
If you go on a daily basis, it's gonna be John's favorite. We go like a bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich in the mornings. But like if you're going all out like chef, I mean, you got like different breakfast casseroles, or you got like potato casseroles or hash brown casseroles.
Breakfast casseroles.
Yeah, I need to do more of those.
But I mean, a lot of it's just a lot of pancakes that people serve out. I don't know.
I'd say ours is sausage gravy and brisket and biscuits. I mean, the sausage
that's
gravy
my
is
number one favorite breakfast.
And you know what, guys? I want to take it back. If I'm not allowed to bundle, like, if I'm not allowed to have multiple wing flavors, biscuits and gravy, I could probably do 7 days a week.
Biscuits and gravy. Okay.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Probably would never get sick of that.
Yeah, there's something about just having a big old bowl and just chopping that biscuit up and just mixing it into one big old happy mess.
Right.
Tuesday.
We got 2 more, and we're at one. We're at the hour and a half, so we'll rip through these.
Yep.
And close it out. What's your favorite chef coat brand?
My chef coat brand. Chef Works.
Chef Works.
Chef Works.
That's what he wants for his birthday.
Yep. Chef Works.
Wait, what was that?
I said that's what he wants for his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christmas is just around the corner, and get him some new Chef Works. You heard it here first, Chunk.
Yep.
Don't fail,
Chef
Jay.
Works. Nope.
And then favorite fast food drive-through.
Ooh.
Oh crap. You know what's funny? You'll all laugh, but it's Taco Bell for sure.
No, mine, dude.
No way.
I love
Okay.
Taco Bell.
Well, I guess over here it's Taco Bell. If it's on West Coast, then
It's Taco Bell.
Yeah, if it's over here, it's Taco Bell. If it's West Coast, it's Taco Bell. It's probably In-N-Out West Coast.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh.
But because we don't have In-N-Out over here, I wish we did. But yeah, Taco Bell or In-N-Out.
I thought you were going to say it's called something like over here it's Carl's Jr., elsewhere it's Hardee's.
Oh, gotcha. And you guys have Dutch Brothers, right? Over there? See, we don't. Dutch Brothers is phenomenal. So whenever I'm in Vegas or SoCal, I go to Dutch Brothers.
Right. And
So-
way better than SB.
Oh my God, Dutch Brothers. It's so good. I don't know why they're over here. I don't know why they haven't opened a location here. It's ridiculous. But anyway, Taco Bell.
There it is.
Taco
there.
Bell, for sure.
Taco Hill.
I've also been hitting up the Arby's. Something about an original roast beef with cheddar. Just
We have the meats.
They got the meats.
They
That's
got
what
meat. Also, now, do you have? Does anyone have Hardee's
Yeah.
or Carl's?
That's right.
Hardee's
That's
or
right.
Carl's?
Yeah, I have
Yep.
Carl's Jr. That's my favorite.
Dude,
Number
yep.
4. Double
I
Western
was gonna say
bacon
that
cheeseburger,
one's
best
probably
burger.
my new. That is my recently
If I'm not going to In-N-Out.
ranked number 1 on fast food burger is the Hardee's burger.
Which one?
Mushroom Swiss is good.
Their patty's
Ooh.
terrible.
You don't like their patties?
Hell no, that's terrible.
Oh man! And then the Frisco burger with the sourdough melt is pretty
Yeah.
good too.
It's like they bowl the burgers.
We just called it
Rally,
sourdough
hey,
out there.
Rally! Don't sleep on Rally Burgers either. Rally Burgers is another really good fast food one.
We don't have that. out
Rally
here.
burgers.
Oh, wait.
I don't know that.
You got
They've
checkers.
always been
I
known
think
for
down
fresh
south
beef.
is the Rallies.
They call them checkers over here.
Yeah, Checkers. Yeah, Yeah, they have like the rally fries, like the seasoned, double seasoned fried, battered fries. They're really good. Like, Brew City fries. But yeah, they're kind of like that.
That sounds good.
I travel a lot for work, so like my fast food game is more prevalent than I'd like to admit it to be. But when you're traveling and you got places to be, you're trying to get home or get to your destination, I am not trying to go inside. Like Culver's, I'd love to have more
melt.
What's that?
Steak and Shake makes a good Frisco melt also.
Yeah, we have less of those around than we used to.
Okay.
Freddy's is starting to come around here though. Freddy's frozen custard.
Ooh, frozen custard. Damn.
Yeah, frozen custard.
Hungry.
Yeah. See, we have Culver's, and Culver's is lacking over here. They're slacking. It's a little too over churned or over icy. It's just not. It's not the same quality as it used to be.
The butter burgers are still good though.
They are good.
I
should have said Culver's. Culver's is good too. Damn.
I just don't. It's not really fast food. Like, I mean, they make it fresh, but when you go, it's not like you can just be in and out through the drive-through in like 5 minutes ever. Like, they pull you up, they make your burger, they make it fresh, and then they bring it out.
Yeah,
which is good, and it's as fast as possible. But it's not like, it's not as fast as American spoiled people like fast food. Yeah.
Scooters. Okay, now I know Chunk Spikey is my son because Scooters is only in Chicago. Okay. Thanks, Jake. So anytime you see Chunk Spikey, that's my 13-year-old son.
There we go. Hey.
Welcome to the Dude Network.
Yeah, boy.
He's having a good time.
It could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. What we had one more, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it. Shit, my bad.
Yeah. Oh, that was it.
Top 5 things you got to have in the kitchen, whether you're cooking at home or cooking at your kitchens in restaurants. Top 5 things you got to have with you.
Top 5 things you have to have with you.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Top 5 things, man. You got to have your tool. I mean, you got top 5 things. Knives for sure. Top 5 things. That's
like obviously tough. You have pots and pans and stuff. So let's.
So I mean, is
good knives. I don't know.
Yeah, good knives. I mean, gotta have good.
Like say
so
other guys like come over here and cook with me. What are the 5 things you're bringing with you? So you have them for sure.
Well, so you hit it on that. So you got pots and pans, you got knives. You have to have good oil. You probably grass-fed butter. You need your seasonings. Oh man, this can't be the last question because I'm flaking on this.
Okay.
Well, he hit you with a Albert Einstein.
Top 5 things. That's tough. What am I making?
Top 10.
What's your favorite kid? Go. We're out of here.
My favorite what?
It's like, what's your favorite kid? We got to go after that. Yeah.
No, I can't. I know. No, they won't come back after that.
All right. Yeah. How often should you have in between like honing and keeping your knives sharp? How often should you have them professionally sharpened?
That's a great question. I mean, obviously, depending on how many times you use them, but
sure.
I mean, if you're honing your knives, I mean, and you're a professional cook in the kitchen, I mean, I would say probably once a month is probably fine. I mean, for somebody to get to their, I would have your honing, I would have your steel, right? That comes in every typical, knife collection kit. And then I would have 2 stones. And I think everybody needs to be pretty hip with the stones because you got your regular sharpening stone, then you have your honing stone, you have both. And if you can do that, I mean, you'll save a ton of money, but you can do it whenever you want. I mean, we do ours once a week. We hone our knives every couple hours, on the steels. But in the restaurants, I mean, we do ours once a week. And then we have them professionally sharpened every 2 weeks. So, I mean, so every, home cook once a month, every professional cook probably every 2 weeks, I would say. You're probably good. Yeah, it's hard to keep it's hard to keep a really nice edge on a knife when you're using them every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well,
right.
we've gone an hour and 40. Thank you,
Best
Chef.
quality knives for the dollar. Mac knives.
Well, there you go.
Buy Mac knives. They are phenomenal. They're really good.
Okay. Shit. There you go. I like it. I never heard of that.
Yeah,
Never
me
heard of
either.
that.
MAC. Check them out. They're really, really good. You can get them on Amazon. Probably not the best pricing, but go to their website. They're great. Really, really good.
Huh.
Hexclad also made a new brand of knife, or came out with knives too that are really solid.
Nice.
All right.
Don't forget Thursday night late night parlay this week.
It hit 1-for-1 on NFL.
Let's go. Hey,
Let's
and
go.
that was you called it, so that would be cool, huh?
God, that was awesome.
Then we will be back on Friday for Dudes After Dark. What we got going on Friday, Tony? Oh, Marco, right?
We have Canna Barbecue on.
Yeah.
Canna Barbecue Marco.
Canna
Good.
Barbecue.
And he might be ready to bury some people, and I'm excited about that. So.
Yeah, there could be a great thing going on.
Yeah.
Damon,
shed some light on the bad side of social media content creation and how it could really go bad on that dream opportunity. But anyway.
Producer Especial, who lined out a banging month of September. What do we got going on next week?
Next Sunday, Netflix winner season 3, Chef Shatika.
Oh yeah,
the tradition continues.
The tradition lives. All 3 season winners of Netflix America's Barbecue Showdown.
Sweet.
First time, first ones to have both of them on. First ones to have all 3 on.
Let's go.
Often imitated, never duplicated, because you can't. Can't do it. When you're the first, can't duplicate that. Sorry. Take notes, everybody. You're welcome. Sorry, that's the bourbon.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you again, Chef Ben, for being here. He will always be back, at least for now, at least every second Sunday of the month.
Until he wisens up and realizes what he signed up for.
She's happy to leave. Don't worry.
Yes, everybody have a safe, fun week.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. If you're in the Chicago area, go check out Tapas del Lago. Yeah, of course we did.
We'll send that to you, Dutch. And we had him and Tino on at the same time. So,
yeah, we're not just small timing people around here.
Yeah, I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, we love you all. We will see you all next
time. Live under a rock.